today, from Memphis, Tennessee, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Memphis Steamers taking on the Chicago Tigers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines and getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a throw here to his running back. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Tyson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Tyson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing on first down. Tyson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 52 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to throw. Tyson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tyson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He finds his man, complete. That's Lyons. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Strickland, and he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steamers have moved out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on second down. Tyson. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Tyson, and his throw here's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Oh, no.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Back to throw. Tyson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To throw on 2nd down, Tyson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Tyson throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that will be incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Strickland gets past one man and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get into ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Quick hitter here. It's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the gun, Tyson over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Conley's got it over the middle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Caught here by Conley. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down now, it's Strickland. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Strickland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Strickland. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He finds his man complete. It's Strickland. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Strickland. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And this one is right through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, Tyson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Lamb. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Strickland, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down now, it's Strickland.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Tyson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Oh, good footwork on the spin. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And to give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Strickland. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, 2:11 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st down, Tyson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Tyson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Throwing on 1st down. Tyson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tyson. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Tyson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Tyson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And they will take a knee here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.